What's up, Capricorn? Welcome to your October 2021 general reading. This is going to be for you, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. But it's definitely not going to hit home for all of you guys. So check out your other placements for added messages, okay? This is going to be a really good and big month for you, Capricorns. There's a lot going on in terms of planetary things. Okay, so first of all, we are in Libra season now, right? Which Libra season is connected to seventh house energy, so it's all about your relationships, your partnerships of all kinds, with your lovers, with your, work, your employers, your friends, your family, whatever close connections that you deal with on a daily, right? So this is a month where we're highlighting these things. Well, it's also a month where you're going to see things start to slowly loosen up, especially if you feel like you've been in a phase of stagnation or where things have been stuck and just not moving, because there was a lot of retrogrades going on. So Pluto was retrograde. It will be going direct on the 6th. Saturn, your ruling planet, was retrograde and it will be going direct on the 11th. And Mercury and Jupiter are both retrograde and they will be going direct on the 18th. So you'll see how this month starts to slowly, things will start to open up, things will start to move, especially if there's something you've been waiting on, okay? Also, Mars will go into Scorpio at the end of the month on the 30th, which is really, really good because right now Mars is in Libra, which is basically at its detriment. It's like polar opposites. It's not comfortable there. There's a need for a lot of people to feel like they want to fight about certain things, but also that Venus energy kind of takes the fight out of things. So it's really interesting. But for you guys, this feels like a month where you'll really see how powerful you are. You start out with the Magician card. This is actually what the unseen energy is, right? And when we have the Magician, all things are possible, right? There is no questioning it. You know that you are unique. You know that you have all the tools already in your belt to make whatever it is that you need happen, right? There's nothing else you need. So I just feel like there's some things that come up this month that really show you how powerful you are. You also have a World card in your near future, which is a huge accomplishment. It's a completion of some sort. Now, I would say that whatever this thing is, it feels like it's something that you've been waiting for quite a while. You have a Knight of Cups and a Knight of Pentacles. I do love this. Knight of Cups energy, it's typically known as like a love offer, even apology, some sort, love coming in. It's also connected to the womb. It's also connected to intuition and purity, right? And then you've got the Knight of Pentacles, which is slow. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. So I get the feeling that whatever this thing is that's happening for you this month, whatever's taking center stage at this time, it's something that you've probably been waiting quite a while for. Pentacle energy is slow energy, but it's stable, right? And whenever we have the Knight of Pentacles, we're talking about an energy that's really about the planning. It's really about the detail. It's really about going slow and doing things the right way. So this could be if you guys have been planning to start a new business venture, maybe some of you guys have been planning a move, building a house, that takes time, building a baby, right? If you're growing a person, especially like I said, that Knight of Cups is connected to the womb energy too. And you do have the Moon card, which we'll get into in a second, but also about fertility connected to the womb, connected to that divine feminine energy. So maybe this is a due date type situation. Now, in the past, you guys have this Five of Wands energy, which is usually showing conflict. And the thing is, it shows conflict generally around change. Whenever we're talking about fives in tarot, we're talking about change. And as humans, we don't like change so much. Now, as a earth sign, I suspect you really don't like change that much. Although I would say, Capricorn, you guys are cardinal earth. So you can get with things if it makes sense in the long run, but there's been a lot of change, I feel like, that's been going on in your life, which, it feels like it's part exciting, but also could be stressful, could be scary, could be overwhelming at the moment. I feel like at the end of the day, it's all going to be worth it. You've got so many blessings coming to you with this World card, which I am going to clarify, but I did want to see what this, yes. Okay, so change. With the change, you have the Three of Cups. So for me, like this is like gatherings of people, right? Friends coming together, people coming together. This could be like as an addition, right? Like if there's an addition to the family, an addition to the dynamic. Although it's a good thing, and although it's something that you welcome and that you want, it is also something that can cause a little bit of friction because there's things that you have to plan around it, right? I do feel like whatever's coming to you at this time, Capricorn, it is something that has the possibility to cause some type of stress, or maybe did at some point, but it's also something that's really, really exciting and long anticipated, right? And then you've got the World card. Love the World card because, like I said, it is a completion. It is a time to pat yourself on the back. It is a time of leveling up. It really wraps it up and puts a bow on a thing. You know what I mean? And with the World card, you know, it's the last of the major arcanas. So it's like you guys have completed a cycle and you should be really, really proud of yourself. Again, this can talk about coming to the end of a process for you, something that's been long awaited with that Knight of Pentacles and that Knight of Cups card. You know, just really give yourself the time this month to celebrate yourself and not overthink things. That Mercury retrograde can do that, especially you know, this month as it pertains to your relationships, because it is retrograde in Libra. So it will highlight certain things around your relationships. And, you know, just take it all in, be mindful and be open. I think that's your biggest message, is be open, because it feels like your life is shifting in such a way that where you would normally use strategy and you would normally plan for certain things, you can plan still, but plan to change your plans, right? There's things that are happening. There's things that are changing. There's that moon energy of the unknown. So just, you know, have your plans, but also have the ability to pivot, you know, like master the pivot. Now, you've got the Page of Swords here. Now, again, there is a lot of signaling, especially with all this cup energy. And we've got a Seven of Cups, which we'll talk about. We've got a Nine of Cups. A lot talking about womb, a lot talking about fertility things. We've got the Moon card right here that's showing up. Page of Swords, we are in Libra season, sword energy. Again, this could be welcoming in children, a child. Pages are children. Pages are young energy. And if that is the case, then congratulations. Yes, we've got the Moon card. We've got the Page of Wands, more childlike energy. There's something fresh coming in. There's a message coming in. There's an opportunity coming in. There's a life coming in. There's, you know, so many endless possibilities. And again, I think this is a place where Capricorn, usually you would want to plan certain things, but you're realizing that you can't plan everything. Now here comes that Moon card out with the Seven of Cups, which I think kind of doubles down on the message even more. Seven of Cups is about options, but it's also about like illusions. You know, you're in a place where there's a lot of ways that you can go, right? There's a lot of different tangents you can go down. There's a lot of different ways you can choose to move forward in this new step, in this new phase in your life. And again, for you, it's about being open, because I think there's a lot that you're going to learn along the way, right? So, you know, don't be so committed to a certain thing. Don't be so committed to a certain way, especially if you're following what other people have said or what they're doing. I just feel like this is really a month where you're going to find your way in a new way altogether. I don't know how to explain it. It just feels like there's something really big that's happening. And it's something that you couldn't have prepared for in the ways that you typically would. So it's really exciting. It's going to bring you a lot of joy, a lot of fulfillment, a lot of happiness, a lot of love. I think a lot of you are feeling a little bit more emotional, a little bit more intuitive this month. Mercury is retrograde. As an earth sign, you guys are more of a pragmatic sign. in terms of like the way you think and the way you process, all of that. So Mercury, I feel when it's retrograde, tends to like flip people on its head. So if you're typically like more logical, you usually go more sensitive, more intuitive. If you're more intuitive, sensitive, then you usually during the retrograde of Mercury tend to look at things from a more logical perspective, take the feelings out, that type of thing. So I say all that to say this is a time where a lot of people's perspectives are definitely flipped. And for you guys, you're feeling more of that emotion, and really lean into that because there's a lot to learn, right? There's a lot of communication coming forward. There's movement, which is happening, which I like. That's what's being highlighted here. Again, with these planets all going direct, you're going to start to see how things start to move where they've been feeling a little bit stagnant, especially when your planet Saturn goes direct on the 11th. So all of these fell out. You've also got the Page of Pentacles. So here's more childlike energy. But again, Page of Pentacles is really concerned with learning. He wants to soak up as much information as he can. He's very into learning about money and his resources around him, the world around him, how those things work. He values certain things, and he is very straight and narrow in terms of how he operates. There is something coming up this month where sometimes your strategies aren't going to work. I think that there's a lot to learn. We've got the Seven of Swords here, and Seven of Swords is about strategy. It also can be about keeping things hidden, right? It could be some secrets or some things coming out, some realizations happening. We do have that next to the Moon card. Both talk about secrets possibly. So don't be surprised if this is a time that things are being presented to you, new information for you to chew on. I don't feel like it's anything like huge and scandalous, but just new information for you to chew on. Don't assume that you know everything just because you normally know everything. Don't assume that. But overall, things are moving forward. You've got the Chariot. Things are looking good. That's success. That's victory. This is the Mother. Also, we're connecting the 4th house energy with that, right? Which the full moon in Aries that we're having later on this month on the 20th, that's going to be hitting your 4th house energy. So again, there's a lot around family and kind of unknown and being open and, kind of enjoying the ride coming up for you guys. You've got Declutter, which says you'll feel better and more focused if you'll take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. Keeping things open, keeping things decluttered, that's the best thing that you can do for yourself right now. Just in all ways, keeping space open for things to come in. You've got a lot coming towards you. You are closing out cycles. You're beginning whole new ones. This is a really big time for a lot of you in your lives. Whenever we get the World card, it literally talks about things never looking the same, never being the same, your world kind of being different. So keep an open mind, declutter what you're not using, what you don't need, what's not working, okay? And then you've also got keep an open mind in your relationships. So it says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So yes, if you are single, maybe some of you guys are meeting someone who seems quite different from what you normally go for, but just in general, keep an open mind. You and your partner this month are figuring out a lot together. And it's exciting, and leave space for each other to explore that and feel okay with that and not feel stupid about that. And I think this is going to be a really, really good month for you guys. Congratulations on whatever big events you have coming up. I'm excited to hear about it. Hopefully you guys comment and let me know. And I love you, Capricorn. I'll talk to you later. Bye.